We have a ingrown toenail situation with Pamela. So we're gonna open up these bad boys. These are half-jaw cuticle nippers. Alright, when we arrived at this campsite last night, there was this tent here. And I almost didn't put our tent here because I'm like, oh, I should probably find a space that's away from everyone. Well, the tent's still there. Appears to have been abandoned. It's pretty unfortunate. I also woke up at 4 a.m. to go on a little sunrise Mount Adams hike up a lookout I found, and emerged from the tent to find fog. So I went back to sleep. Cold and wet.
Good morning. 123? Is it day 123? I think. It's pretty cold, as you could probably tell. My nose is very red. This morning was nasty. Henry was gonna get up and do like a little side hike to try to see the sunrise with Mount Adams. And he woke up about like 4 and it was just like foggy and kind of gross out, so he decided not to go. Thankfully the inside of our tent was dry from condensation, which was great, but the outside was wet because it wasn't like full on raining, but it was kind of like misting and then like dripping, and it's very cold. I don't know where this came from because it's been like kind of warmer and nice. I don't know. I guess it's all over the place. It's weird. Like I don't really check the weather because out here, it's not easy to do. So you can get like emergency weather like with your Garmin, but it costs a text message, which are not expensive, but they're not free. And in town, honestly, I've just kind of gotten out of the habit, especially now that it's kind of out of like, before it's like we were always checking for like snowstorms and rain and da-da-da, but like now that it's solidly summer, we're not really having to worry about those things, for the most part. I haven't really been checking, and it's very weird. You just like wake up and you're like, oh, I guess this is what today is like. I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, so yesterday ended up being like a very chill day, shorter day that we've been doing. We've been doing like around 20 miles a day, in general. But yesterday we had a shorty because we decided just to like enjoy the Goat Rocks wilderness. After Goat Rocks, we're basically prepared to like descend into mosquitoes for the rest of Washington and all of Oregon, which hopefully is an exaggeration, but better to be pleasantly surprised than the other way. But yeah, people have said, we actually met somebody who had to get off trail and go to the doctor because they got too many mosquito bites in this like area that we're going into. And they had like, bug spray and, DEET and head net and everything. She said she would like lift up her head net to like take a bite of food or sip of water, and they would just go all over her neck. Like she had bites everywhere. Anyway, it sounds really wild. I hope it's not that bad for us, but I don't know. There's not a specific reason that it wouldn't be. So, all of that to say, we're like, you know what? Let's enjoy this day in Goat Rocks. It's one of the most kind of like famously beautiful parts of the entire trail. And, Henry said it was his favorite day of the trail so far. We didn't make the video from yesterday because there's so many videos. It was like kind of late when I got back to camp, and I was just like, I gotta go to bed. Like, and Henry had taken so many clips, which is good, but I don't know, it might be like obnoxiously long, but that's okay. It's obviously to like update, our friends and family and whoever else wants to watch, but it's also for us to remember later on. So, I think it's okay that's probably going to be a long one. But anyway, what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh yeah, so Henry enjoyed doing like a lot of like side expeditions, and I didn't really do the side expeditions, but I really enjoyed waiting for him while he was doing the side expeditions and just enjoying sitting and looking around and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, try to show you here, there's like beautiful flowers everywhere. It's awesome. Anyway, that's about it. So yeah, yesterday was chill. I think we ended up only going like about 14 miles. So today we're back to the, about 20 miles-ish. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be getting to Trout Lake. We'll probably camp there, I think, and then it'll be another like 80 or 90 miles to Cascade Locks, which is the border. Well, it's actually in Oregon, but it's right near the border at the river there. And yeah, so we will have completed Washington. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. This is like in 120 miles or something like that. But 120 miles, is not that long from now. So anyway, those are the updates, and talk to you later.
Pamela just found a toad.
Oh, okay, the mosquitoes are starting up a little bit.
This guy is huge.
I screamed real loud.
He's so big.
Real loud.
See? Look compared to my foot.
Right, try to get him to...
Wow, he's so fat.
Okay, the mosquitoes are... Alright, we're getting into the mosquito territory for sure. Definitely not as bad as the area south of Bernie Falls that we had experienced. But for sure here, it does seem like the fog and cold overcastness has actually kept them at bay a little bit today, just based on talking to other people coming the other way, compared to yesterday or prior. But definitely if you stopped for more than, or really if you stop at all, they start to swarm you. But if you keep moving, they don't, which is good. We've definitely experienced where you keep moving pretty fast even, and they're still all over you. And we also have, I was wearing my rain gear most of the day, but I just got too hot. We're going up some hills and I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like really sweaty. I'm still really sweaty, but feels better to have the raincoat off. And I do still have my rain pants on. Partly just because I didn't want to take the time to take them off, honestly. So any time you're stopping, you're getting mosquitoes all over you. But the Picardin spray seems to be helping somewhat. It's always, a little hard to judge, but it seems to be making a difference. So happy about that, because it's definitely much nicer than DEET. So if this could be a long-term solution, or at least, tool in the kit against mosquitoes, that would be really awesome. So yeah, we will see. We did get like snacks and stuff out for lunch that we can just eat while we're walking, because it's just hard to take a break. We actually passed some people on their lunch break. They had fully set up their tent, and we're just inside their tent, because it's just like not really that feasible to be out here without moving or being totally protected in some way. So anyway, we'll see. We have some bars. We might just walk 20 miles without stopping today. I don't know. Actually, I'd like to go a little further than 20 miles. Maybe like 22, I think would be better, but we'll see what happens. Henry kindly just got me some tortillas because we had lunch in our bags, but the mosquitoes are actually like kind of okay with a little breeze here. And somehow in that process, he accidentally dropped his cold soaking container and it tumbled down this hill. Good news is it stopped. Bad news is it's a little far down there, but looks like he's getting it. Sorry, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I should say that was kind of my fault. I thought it would stop on its own, so I didn't aggressively pursue it.
Yeah.
And then it didn't, and it actually picked up speed.
Yeah, gained momentum. This is a first for me. I've made a tortilla sandwich. Usually I do taco style. I used to do wraps, but I changed from that. And I'm eating a little packet of Justin's from the hiker box, so that's a special treat.
Oh no. Nope.
You good?
Yep. I find this interesting. I think it's aesthetically not very pleasing. People put in permanent marker where the PCT goes. It is helpful, but you can also just use your map. On the other hand, also is helpful sometimes, not so much this sign, but if they would also put which direction the PCT is going. And oftentimes there's a logo or a blaze, but just because there's not doesn't really mean too much because they're not everywhere. Anyway, just my random thoughts. I also keep forgetting to film this, but I just want again to say how amazing the Cracker Barrel convenience store is for what it is. The camping has been the best behind any business. The laundry machines have been the best. Moreover, while it is a little bit more expensive than other places, they don't make you go find quarters from either their business or a random business, which may be out of quarters. They provide laundry detergent and dryer sheets with their laundry. And at $10, which includes a wash and a dry, I think that's a very fair price. The other thing is their package pickup is unparalleled. They charge $5 for package pickup. They might charge a monthly fee if you have it there over a month, but $5 for package pickup, no matter how many packages you have. So we actually had 3 packages, 2 resupply and a bonus forgotten resupply, and it was $5 for all of them, which is really, really good this day and age. And they, especially compared to the Summit Inn, which charged $15 per package, even if you're a guest there, and that was per package. That was the worst we've seen so far. But regardless, we are always thankful to businesses that accept packages, no matter how much they charge, as we can always choose not to send one. I think that's... Oh yeah, you could also do a full resupply at the convenience store. I don't know what the prices were, but I don't know that very matter. They seemed to be overall fair, and they had a lot of like replacement toiletry items. I bought some floss, and yeah, they were really nice, and they had hot food available, which is great. And oh, they had Wi-Fi. The White Pass Village Inn didn't even offer Wi-Fi. They actually had Wi-Fi with pretty good speeds. They had tons of charging ports, more than I've seen pretty much at any other place, which is really nice. And they're situated in a really good location. They had 3 porta potties open for use after hours, in addition to their indoor restrooms. All in all, absolutely fantastic trail business. Would not mind zeroing there at all, although we did go to Packwood. But yeah, really appreciate it. I'm also appreciating this weather. Mosquitoes have been bad, but not the worst. Not like NorCal. But yeah, the very cool weather makes for excellent hiking with rain pants on. And I gotta imagine the cooler weather helps keep them at bay a little bit, but I don't really know too much about mosquito density and the variables associated with it.
Don't have much time on account of the mosquitoes, but I think this is the first time I've seen ducks in one of these lakes. They're cute. Also, a lot of bear grass. Really beautiful. Look at this. Sorry, mosquitoes. Wildflower spread. There's so many different ones. They're so beautiful. There's a lot of the bear grass. It is really nice. Really nice. And overall, the mosquitoes have lightened up, which is also nice. I'm no longer wearing my bug net or my rain gear, so definitely an improvement. And just maybe 3.5 miles or so until camp.
Huh. All of a sudden, there just emerged this wall of rocks, just continuing. Wow, it just keeps on going. All that's marked on Gaia is just lava. Yeah, just this. All of a sudden, for kind of a long ways. I guess it's just a lava field. Oh, and there's Mount Adams. Too bad it's covered in clouds. Wow, this is very interesting. Plus this sweet looking tree. My goodness. That's sick. You can see atoms through this tree. It's amazing.
So Henry went ahead to set up the tent, and all of a sudden I hear a, "Hey, Pamela!" He has scaled one of the rock formations. I'm glad he got to do a fun side mission today. That's good. How is it up there?
Very interesting. It's just a big lava field.
All right. Cool.
There's Pamela down there. Caught her going by.
All right. We are officially out of Goat Racks and into the Mount Adams Wilderness, still in the Guilford-Pinchot National Forest.
This is the lovely lava spring. Quite nice. Also no snowmobiling.
Pretty sure this is called like Muddy Creek, and I see it. I definitely see it.
I'm always curious how these bridges get built. Looks like there's a specific company that specializes in some part of this.